All right, welcome everyone to the Idea to Reality in a Day presentation. This is the Vibe Coding 101 session, and we'll be teaching you how you can turn your ideas into reality in less than a day. So, before I start, I just wanna do a quick mic check. If everybody can hear me, that would be great. Just let me know in the chats if you guys can hear me. Let me see how to access the chat. So hold on. There is the chat show on stream. Okay, fantastic. So I'm going to be taking everybody through what we call idea to reality in a day. So we're going to be using vibe code material or vibe coding tools to make our ideas into reality. So a lot of people don't know about vibe coding. A lot of people do know about vibe coding. They don't know what exactly it is. A lot of people do vibe coding, but they necessarily they don't use the right platform that are not giving them the right results. So today I'm gonna break all of that. I'm gonna take everybody as a beginner and show them that this is a sustainable and a very cool uh very cool career path that has just opened up for everybody who knows how to basically talk to AI. So today I'm going to be showing you how to go from an idea to an app in record time. So we're going to learn how to build websites and apps fast using AI coding tools with no programming experience, no software development experience, no cybersecurity, nothing. Just ChatGPT account or a cloud account or a DeepSeek account, and you are ready to go. You just need to know how to type word into the chat, right? So if you're anything like me, you've had ideas that you wish you could build. So I have always had ideas on how to build apps like Checker 6060. I actually had the idea to build Checker 6060 before it was even a concept. And I tried to build it by myself, but it didn't work out well because I didn't have coding experience and I was also in like high school. So I had a lot to learn before I could build it. Then Checkers obviously stole my idea, built it, and now they're worth billions because of it. If only I was fast enough, if only I had the tools that we have today, I could have built it and I could have been the one with the billions. But step by step, we're almost there, right? But so you have ideas but you wish you could build them, but learning code takes way too much time, of course. So anyone who's even looked at trying to learn code, who's probably thought I need to get into software development because these people get paid a lot, then you realize why they get paid a lot, because this thing is very stressful. It takes so much time to learn. You have to learn literally a new language, well, Java, C++, and all those other languages, React, and all of that, just so you can be able to build something that you have envisioned in your mind. It's also very stressful because sometimes when your code doesn't work, it's the worst thing in the world. You just don't know what to do. You have to look line by line, and then you find out that your app has 3,000 lines. And once you find the error, it's on line 2094, and you spend the whole day looking for one simple error that's stopping your code from working. So that's wasted time, that's wasted energy, that's just unnecessary stress that's been tearing you up for no reason. So because of the new developments of AI and the new development of these softwares that I'm going to show you today, you can let go of all of those troubles, those stress, those wasted hours looking at code, or even wasted hours trying to learn code and still not understanding it. And you can just go straight into developing your idea, because now you and I have a coding engine, a coding tool, a coding hero that's going to take you through and build the thing for you. All you have to do is share your ideas with it. So the next 30 to 45 minutes, this is what I'm going to be looking at. We're going to be bringing ideas to life. We're going to look at the free AI tools that you can use to build your portfolio, to build a game, to build a CIM, a customer management system, for companies probably you want to sell these to. You can use it to build a task app or a calendar app where it manages your task. Anything you can think of, you can build with these tools. You just need to come up with the ideas that you have to come up with the ideas that we are going to use in we're going to use to make these applications, right? So these days, founders, developers, and creators over the world are using vibe coding to build their apps in hours. So what I'm going to show you is things that are even startup founders, so founders of companies, real companies that are actually making a lot of money or are getting millions in funding, are using vibe coding tools to make the applications. So they didn't have to spend years learning how to develop a software so that they can finally get funding from the people. They can now use AI to make their applications in hours and then submit them to places like venture capitalists, companies, or Y Combinator. I think that's what they call it, where it's a platform where it funds startups, and then they can give that to them, and then they can get funding for their company so that they can build their apps and solutions for the real world, right? So this is also for people who have zero coding experience. As I said in the beginning, this is for beginners. We are taking you from the beginning stage. You don't have to learn code. You don't have to know software development, cybersecurity, anything that relies on code. You don't need to know. You just need to know how to talk to the AI. That's it. And I'm sure you know how to talk. And I'm sure you've been using AI for the last 2, 3 years. It's been around. So that's all you need, right? So the first rule before we actually get started is that AI loves context, right? So you have to remember this as we keep going through our lessons today, that AI loves context. So the more context you give it, the better it's going to perform for you. So usually people complain that AI has a problem with hallucinations. So this is when AI starts making up information that doesn't exist, right? And if it's using information that doesn't exist, it kills the accuracy of what we're trying to build, right? So if you're trying to build a calendar app that tracks every time I eat my meals every day and sees if the times I eat my meals in the day, and then it starts hallucinating, that means it's going to give the app incorrect information about me, and it's going to mess up the whole app experience, or the way the app is used, or the value of the app, because now it's giving me the wrong information, and we don't want that. And this is the only reason it does this, is because the AI doesn't have enough context to work on, so it has to make up its own context to fill in the blanks that you may have left out. So when you are talking to AI, when you are giving it your ideas, ensure that you are covering almost all the bases. Of course, you can't cover everything at once, but you have to try to cover everything that the app is going to necessarily need, right? So you have to cover the who, the what, the when, the how, and what the goal is, right? And then you give it enough context to learn about whatever thing you're making it for. So for the food tracking app, I have to give it when I eat my food, what food I eat, um, how I prepare it, and all the other information that it may need, so that it gives me the most accurate results, so that I can follow it to the way I envision to follow it. Of course, I don't have a food tracking app, and I wouldn't do that, but if somebody wants to build that, that's how it should work. It should have enough context to work on, so that it gives you the best results. So if you want a better app or website, you have to give it better context for your app or website, right? Okay, so today we are going to get started. um we are going to get started by getting an idea from AI. So this whole program is going to be us using AI from scratch to build an app, and a website, right? So for our website, we've decided that we're gonna build a personal portfolio. So this is a portfolio. So if you have projects, if you have design work, maybe you're an artist, you have design work you want to share on your website, or you are a coder and you've been coding for a long time, but you just don't have a portfolio because you feel like it's gonna take too much time. You'd rather take that time building stuff that is very fun to use or very interesting rather than just building a me site, right? So I'm gonna be teaching you how to build that in a moment. Let me just share the right screen. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so vibe coding is a very interesting thing that has allowed us to develop very cool applications that we are going to be working on today. So let me share this one. We're gonna come straight into chat GPT, right? We're gonna open a new chat, right? So for anyone who doesn't have a chat GPT account, I recommend you get one. It's easy. You just google chatgpt.com, you press get started, and then just fill in your details and you will be in, right? So what we want to do here is give the AI context on what we want to build. So I took the liberty this morning to type out my own prompt. So this is the prompt you want, right? So here we go. We're gonna paste that. So the prompt says, and this is just a rough prompt. It's just a prompt. Okay, for the people who don't know what a prompt is basically a request from the AI. So let's just think of an AI as a service provider and you're asking them for assistance in whatever you want to do. So here I told the AI or our service provider that I want to make a portfolio website and I want it to be exactly like this. So I had some images that oh, I can't share images. So I wanted to get some images from Dribble where I will use those images to guide the AI on how I want to style my portfolio website, right? So because we can't use ChatGPT right now, let us go to DeepSeek. Okay. DeepSeek is similar to ChatGPT. It's almost as good as it, and you can use it just for the same results, right? So I'm gonna paste the same prompt that I had copied. So I want to build my portfolio website, and I want it. Sorry. So I said I want it. I want it to be exactly like this from the image below. Please extract everything from the theme, the gradient colors, the text style, and the design layout, and the way they've used the fonts and the bolding and non-bolding, and just replace the text with what I would put on my portfolio website. And here is some context. Remember, AI loves context on me and my portfolio. My name is Phila. I'm a UX designer and a software engineer. I design on Figma, Cursor, and Cloud. And I have a design agency called Growth Cred, and I make websites for people that need it. And I'm also a mentor at Mousesoft Academy. And if you want to book my services, you should be able to call me. And if you want to join my academy, you should be able to call me. And then I said, fill in whatever information you're missing that will fix that. So right now, it looks like we have our prompt. We could just hit enter, and then it would give us um our portfolio website. But what I want to do here, instead of actually sending this prompt directly into Claude, I want it to help me help me generate a well written prompt for another platform that we're going to be using called Base 44. Right? So what I want to do is I want to come here at the beginning of my paragraph and I say, please help me make this into a good prompt for base 44. So we say base 44 because it knows what base 44 is. Base 44 is an AI building website and app platform that you can use. So since I want my portfolio to be exactly like the images, I'm going to go to a site called dribble.com to look for ideas of what I would like my site to be. So this is a platform where people share their creatives, and maybe this is where I want to draw inspiration from, right? So this is a nice site. This is um let's see. Oh, this is nice as well, but this is for a phone. Could probably use this. Let me just check if everybody can see my screen and I'm not talking to myself. Yes, you can. Come back to Dribble. Whoops. Then okay. Ooh, this is a lot of colors. Lots of colors. Maybe we should make a colorful website like this. Um, let's see. Let's just need one good inspiration, one good website where we can work on. I like the black theme here. I think we can take this. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna just screenshot it. All right, I'm gonna screenshot this. Then as soon as it's screenshotted, I'm gonna upload it into DeepSeek. It's uploading, and then I also wanna screenshot the rest of the app, what it looks like. Oh, I can't see it, so I'm just gonna zoom out. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna screenshot it. I'm gonna go back to DeepSeek, then I'm gonna put it in as well. So these are both gonna upload. Maybe let's see. Can I upload 3 screenshots on DeepSeek? I've never tested this. It's the first for all of us. Let's see. 3 screenshots. Ah, fantastic. So now what it's going to do, it's going to look at all the images, it's going to look at my prompt, and then it's going to craft a prompt for me that's going to that we're going to take and paste on a site called Base 44, and that's where we're going to build our for our website, right? So it's done uploading. I'm going to put it in. Then let's see what it gives us. So it's now thinking how the user wants to recreate a portfolio website based on the 3 provided screenshots with personalized context. 3. The key is to extract. So now it's just thinking. I'm just reading to you what it says. And as you can see, it's crafting the prompts. It's even giving us the gradients. It's giving us the fonts that it should use. The letters, hi, I'm Phila, design very bold. You see, it's just giving us our whole website and the whole context of our website that we are going to want to use, of course, right? As you can now, it's taking all the context that I gave it and putting it together, which is what this usually takes a lot of time, and this is usually the copywriting aspect of the app of the website building aspect. And now it is done. So how to use this prompt: paste the entire prompt above from your final to the end, paste it to a base 44 interface, and then you can add one line like generate HTML, CSS, or JSON for the website. The AI will now generate a code-based replica of your website you want, and you can refine the details like actual email, social media, project in images, and etc. below. So okay, here we take our they said you should take our code from here, your final optimized prompt for base 44. I'm gonna take it from here by the project, right? And I'm gonna highlight all of this. There we go. Right. We're gonna copy that. We're gonna come to a site called base 44. So it's app.base44.com. Right. I, Let me just paste this. Then I'm gonna copy this and put it in the chat so that everybody can have it. Also, just let me know if you're finding this valuable. Let me know if this is something new you've learned, or if you've known about these things and how you've used them in the past. I'd love to know how you guys interacting with these AI platforms. Then also share some AI platforms that we've probably never heard of, which are really good, right? Okay, just to carry on, now we're on base 44. We've taken our entire prompt from DeepSeek, then we pasted it here. All right, so its project creates a single cohesive website page based on the following exact design specifications, objectives to showcase Pila's portfolio. So remember, the goal and the objective is the same thing. So AI always has to have a goal in terms of its context, so it knows what you're trying to achieve. So the objective is to showcase Pila's portfolio as a UX UI designer and software engineer, monitoring the provided reference design precisely in layout, style, and structure. So number one, design theme and specifications. So the color palette, use a dark theme. Background, primary text color is a white gray. So which one did we take from here? Oh yes, so it saw it very well that it wants a dark theme background, right? The part of the primary color is white and gray. So the best thing about AI that is that you don't even need to know the color psychology and what are primary colors, what are secondary colors, what are tertiary colors, and how they work, what a gradient is. It's because AI knows all of these things for you. You just have to give it the context of what you want. You can give it what you would like your app to look like, and it will craft it just like that. All right. So use the font family, Poppins, Intel, Montserrat. It even gives it the fonts, navigation. It should have a regular weight, standard size navigation. Then it should say hi there in all caps, slightly larger in regular weights. You see, it gave it the whole prompt. So let's just run this prompt for it so we can start crafting the idea. Then as we wait for this thing to write our code, so it's saying it's still writing and still building the application, then we'll be able to preview it. We want app ideas, right? So I think I wrote down some app ideas here. Let us see what app ideas we could make. Let's see. Okay, not cool. Let's not do an app. Let's rather make a game. Give me an, an idea for a mobile game that we can make with AI, right? Okay, and then while we wait for this, is there any questions, any concerns, any um, insightful ideas you'd like to share? Please, you're welcome to share it in the chat, right? Okay, we have here from Tiffany's Universe. This is very helpful. I've never heard of Base 44. We are glad that you find this helpful, Tiffany. Yeah, Base 44 is one of the best AI building platforms that is currently available. And based on the results we're about to see, you'll see why it's actually the best. Right? Where were we? Oh yeah, here. So before I continue, any questions, any concerns, any um anything, just share it in the chat so that we can all interact and you know learn new stuff today, especially in the coding 101 session. So we will be so we want a killer mobile game idea that we can build with Cursor, Replica, Lovable, or Base 44. These are also very good, but I just prefer Base 44, right? So a fun minimal game runs through traces of life. So Hustle Runner, a life path endless runner. You control a character moving forward lanes. Mm, hustle mode as you pick the lanes, the career money. Okay, this is fun. Okay, and then there's an AI pet partner, a cute pet that learns your habits, it evolves and can be trained using natural language. Okay. Idea number three is tap the trend. It inspired. Oh, okay. Base 44 is basically done, but we'll go check it out now. Tap the trend, a TikTok inspired reaction game. So every round shows a trend challenge, and you must tap the screen at the perfect time to go viral. Hmm. I wouldn't make something like that, but I'm gonna give it to the chat, and hopefully on the chat we will choose one. So number 4 is build your city with your voice. A mini city builder where you speak to the AI and it builds what you say. Mm, build a school, school appears. This is cool for like 10 seconds and then it just gets boring. Then idea number 5, a life simulator, South African edition. This is a simple storyline game where you make choices and your life changes based on your decisions. Okay, you start a business. These are also AI heavy. So I'm gonna just tell it I don't want AI to be in the game. Just want to build a game. That's it. We just want to build a game. I'm gonna check for comments. Still good. Still good. Our site is still loading here. You come back, okay? City Stacker is simple, beautiful, addictive game. This is perfect because it's we played. I think there was a game like this used to play on those old phones. Let me see if I can find it. City Stacker, the game, 2010. I think I don't know. It was long ago. Mm, ah, I can't see it, but I think this would be nice. And then number 2 is Dodge Dash, a fast reactive avoidance game, a minimalist endless dodging game. You can control a circle or a tiny character. So this is like is it trigonometry dash or something like that, where you are dodging obstacles with a triangle, or what was it called? I forgot exactly what it was called, but yeah, that game. And then idea number 3 is a orb collector, a color puzzle runner, right? So a mix between a runner and a color switch puzzle. Okay, that's fine. So it's color switch where you are switching colors and then you can run through the correct color. Then number 4 is Tap Jump Hero, a performative hooping game. So think Doodle Jump but simpler. Okay, nice. And then number 5 is Shadow Escape, a simple stealth maze game. So a top-down maze where shadows chase you. Okay, cool. Okay, from the ideas that we have here, which ones would you like us to proceed with? I wonder how much time I've been going on for. 28 minutes. Okay, we're still good. Okay, just give me a number. Do you wanna do number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 5? So I'll go through them one more time. So we have city stacker where we're stacking a tower, like those games on those phones that you click. I don't know if anyone remembers them. All right. And then number 2 is a dodge dash game. So it's a dodging game. It's like, what is it, trigonometry rush or something like that, or trigonometry dash, where you're just dodging obstacles by tapping the screen. Orb collector, right? So it's a color switch puzzle game, or a jump tap hero, or tap jump hero, a performing hooping game, so doodle jump, but it's simpler, or shadow escape, a simple stealth maze game where you wear a top down maze, where shadows chase you. Okay, we'll leave it there. So just let me know. I'm gonna give you a few minutes to send in the chat which one you would like us to do. Just 30 seconds. Number 4. Okay. Okay, fantastic. So we are going to proceed with this idea here. So before we run it, Let's just paste it in here, right? So that we don't forget. Now, let us go check out our portfolio. Ah, look at that. This is beautiful. It literally got it almost down to the last thing, the last detail. Let me see if I can put this side by side so we can see it. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Gonna come here. Then we're gonna, no, yes. Chat to edit. Ooh, did you guys see that? Look at this. Hi there, I'm Sanchez. Hi there, I'm Phila, UX designer. Discover the potential. It even has animations. We didn't tell it to do animations, but look at how cool this is, right? So we can scroll and show services, design, and develop services are focused on transforming the essence of your brand into a visually appealing, intuitive design. Look at that. As I hover on the thing, it has interactions. This is so cool. Look at that. I can hover on the thing. We didn't even put this in our prompts, but it knew this is what we want to do, right? So the buttons are not clickable yet. And then select, let's publish this website, but you can see how close it is to this version that we just took off doodle.com, and it's only been 32 minutes. Actually less than that, because I spent time on my intro, so like 20 something minutes just to make this beautiful, beautiful thing. So I have website design growth agency site, right? Then Microsoft Mentor program, you can select it. E-commerce web app building, I can do that. Dashboard, finance dashboard. So it's listing all the services I would potentially have. Just a second. Sorry about that. We have another question here by Lutando Yekana. She's asking, are these free to use? So these platforms. And the answer to that is yes, they are. But you have a certain number of credits that you get on your free plan, right? So if I continue trying to develop this website and putting more features, so it will end up telling me you've ran out of free credits. Let me see if I can see it from here. Yes, you see monthly credits here that are free, right? So with just the free one, we have built this whole thing with clickable. When we click home, it comes to home. When you click services, it comes to the services. Click about, you can see the works, the things I do. And then when I click Phila, it shows the main thing. And then we can also change here we can change this our email. We can change the text. I'm looking for things to change, but this website is so nice that I'm struggling. It even has a testimonial. Peter is very patient, responsive, and very helpful. I highly recommend and would be happy to use your services again. An efficient and skillful experience, which is what they actually say. Right. So now here it even gives you AI suggestions. So you can add a project, you can add project detail page, you can add integrated testimonial slider. I think that would be cool. Which one? Should we add the project detail page or the testimonial slider? Let me know. Let me know. Let me hide that. I think we should go with the slider. I'm very interested to see what the slider looks like. So I just clicked on add this allows users to manually scroll through testimonials if desired. And then also add the companies I've worked with, i.e. Standard Bank, Absa law family. Let's see. Okay, now we added that onto our thing. We're gonna have a testimonial slide. I'm very curious to see what this will look like. All right. So our app, we wanna first finish building using our base 44, but let's go to Lovable, then build our app via Lovable. All right, so Lovable, as you can see, it's a simple sign-in procedure. So I'm just gonna log in with my Lovable account. I'm gonna log in with one of my accounts. I'm gonna take my prompt here. Here's my prompt. Then I'm gonna come, because remember the prompt is not refined yet. So I'm gonna create a new chat in DeepSeek. I do this because if I stay in the same chat, it's gonna take the context of this chat and use it to make my app, and I don't want that. So I want a fresh new chat. So we're gonna paste this into our chat, and then we, at the beginning of the paragraph, you say, please help me make a refined prompt for Lovable to make this mobile app. All right. And then we give it to DeepSeek to generate our prompt. And then we're going to take what DeepSeek gives us and paste it into Lovable. You see, I didn't have to write code. I didn't have to do anything. I was just talking to the AI and telling it my ideas, or the ideas we've been coming up with in the session, and then it's been making it for us. All right. Let's see what thing has made for us here. Oh, trusted leaders is Standard Bank Absa Law Family. You see it added it, and then it has a slider, which is awesome. Look at that. It slides by itself as well. Working with Phila is absolute pleasure. Creative solutions, a true professional experience. Exceptional design work that transforms our brand experience. Phila's experience in both UX, UI. Hopefully it's interactable. You can even click it. Look, it takes the same themes, the same fonts, everything. Your website is nice and consistent, and now you have a portfolio website. All you have to do is publish. We're gonna publish our portfolio website, and boom, we're done. It's been 38 minutes. 38 minutes, we have a portfolio website. Okay, I don't know why it wants me to log in. Okay, welcome to Phila's portfolio. I'm just gonna use that account. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. And it's so similar to the one we were doing here. So similar. I basically recreated with my own style in 38, well, 30 minutes or 25 minutes, whatever it was. Look, it's interactable, it has animations, it looks great. Look at that, look at that. Schling. You see, done. Portfolio website complete. Then if I also wanted to add pictures, I could do that. So I would say, let me probably find a picture of me. So I could give it a picture of me and say, please add my can't spell picture onto the site. I just gave it my picture, and hopefully let's see what it does with it. But already this is a whole portfolio. You're done. You just have to customize it with what you would put in. So here in the growth crate site, I'll put my details. So when you click on it, it goes to my details and all of that stuff. But done. Basically, 60% of the work is done. You just have to keep actually 90% of the work is done. You just have to keep adding information about you, then finish. Right? So let's come back to DeepSeek. Lovable account, we are signed in, right? So we're gonna come back to DeepSeek. We're gonna look at our it's done. It just alerted me it's done. Look at that. Finish. So I'm gonna publish this as well. Let's look at it quickly before we move on to the site. And we have 5 minutes to view what the site looks like. Schling done. Hi there. This is fantastic. So we are done with that. Let us come back to this. Copy and paste this prompt that gives Lovable a clear picture. Project name, key metrics. So why does this gate? The game is designed to think. Option 2. This approach breaks the request into smaller, manageable parts if you want to build the game step by step or have a more controllable asset. Would love to do this. It's the option 2, but we are running out of time, so we'll stick with option 1. Let us paste it in here in Lovable, which is similar to base 44. Then let us see what it comes up with. So let me know your thoughts, your concerns, your questions in the comments, and I will address it so that we can all be on the same page. So I know everybody's learning something and this is valuable, right? This is amazing. Thank you, Lutando. Thank you. I'm happy you are finding this insightful. Then Tiffany's Universe is asking, which is better, Lovable or Base 44? You know, I would say it's Base 44 because of how the AI thinks for you. Remember our prompt? Let's come back here. Why is it not letting me scroll? Oh, there we go. Our prompt is to create a single cohesive portfolio website based on the following design things. So we describe the theme and the background color. We describe the gradients, which it got. All right. We describe the fonts and typography. All right. And then the navigation and footer, it got it right. So here, the footer. So and then you can see you have a dribble account linked in YouTube, Binance, right? So it knows that I'm a designer based on the context I've given it, and it knows that these are the top apps that I would use. So Dribble to submit my work, LinkedIn to also submit my work and get new connections, and Binance to submit my work as well. So it knows the platforms that the designer would probably put in their portfolio website, which is amazing. And then it gave us the header name, layout and context, all of these things. We didn't tell it anywhere to do animations, and it did it by itself, right? All these animations, all I said here was add a, where is it? Here, transform the static testimonial in clean way, right? Of course, I can add the logos here, right? But since it doesn't have access to them, put it in a nice clean way. All right. Because I said here also add companies I've worked with, Standard Bank, Absa and Low Family. You see. Then I asked it to add the picture of me. It did. We didn't say it must add the ring. You didn't say it must add the gradient. It just did it by itself. So base 44 thinks for you. All right. Okay, here our app is done. Okay, it probably looks a bit terrible. Let us start the game. How do you play this? It's not working. No, no, why shall you forsake me? Let's see. Um, it's not working. add jump to so I'm just gonna let it know that make it so when I click my space button on my Mac, it it registers as a jump. Register a jump so that maybe it's not calibrated. It's only calibrated for the phone and not iMac. But look at that. Hopefully we get to play it. And Lovable didn't just disappoint us today. You have another question from Tiffany's Universe. She's asking, what is best for building e-commerce applications whereby it needs payment integration? So I guess I'll have to introduce you to a new one before we end off, which is called Bolt.new. All right. Just gonna copy that and paste it into the chat. Bolt.new. So this one allows you to integrate payment systems like Stripe, like even you can even integrate your Shopify account. So Shopify is a e-commerce building platform that allows you to build e-commerce sites with either templates or you can just design the things from scratch yourself. Then you can build your own e-commerce app or e-commerce website using Bolt.new. The process to build is the same that we've been doing. We describe our e-commerce app or thing on the other website, on the other chatbots. We paste the prompt here, then we build, and then we can integrate our Stripe, which is a payment platform, our Shopify, or Salesforce as well, which is a payment tracker. Which is a CRM, is it a customer management system? CMS, I think so. Something like that. But I know Base 44, Bolt.new, you can integrate payments. That's the one you would use. So I hope hopefully you find that valuable and insightful. Let's come back here to Lovable. No. Lovable is disappointing me. I'm actually sad now because we actually ran out of time and we didn't even get to make our app with Lovable. But I'm very, very happy with the portfolio site that we have made here. Hold on. Let us just refresh this beauty. Look at that. On the hover, it changes color. Look at that. Beautiful. On the hover, even here it changes color. It even gave us images that we didn't ask for. It made the images for us because remember, we didn't take any of these images. It gave us the images itself. Look at that. Beautiful. So yeah, that is it for our vibe coding 101. The next one will probably be the next one, since the question was to build an e-commerce app, will show you how you can build a full integrated e-commerce app from using these platforms. So we want to go look at Bolt.new. We want to integrate our payments so that once we build our e-commerce website, you can start receiving payments from people who are looking for your product. So you can go to Alibaba and all those platforms, find things you want to sell, build this website, put those things on the website, and now boom, you have a business in less than a day. I bet you it would take less than a day to actually achieve that. So that's what we're gonna do in the next one, but only if all of these, if this gets the if this gets the, what do they call it, the appreciation. So show your appreciation, like the video, share the video, probably send me comments or messages. Let me know what you think about all these platforms. Let me know about the platforms you also find that are useful. But next time we're going to be showing you how to actually build a commerce business using AI. So if you want to sell clothes, if you want to sell pens, if you want to sell books, if you want to sell gadgets, if you want to sell shoes, like those people who say DM for shoes, can sell all of these stuff. You can build a platform for it in a single day. Maybe you can build all of those platforms and be like a mega e-commerce owner, right? So you have like 4 stores that you've built in a day and that you're running, and then you have different, you know, So you like the final boss of e-commerce. But that is it for our thing. Thank you, Tiffany, for your lovely words. I hope everybody enjoyed the stream. I hope everybody learned something. Base 44 is the thing I would recommend you use, but there are others called Cursor, Lovable. I didn't share Lovable. Let me see if I can share Lovable on the chat before it ends. But yeah, that sorry. Yeah, see, that is all. I hope